Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're having an absolutely amazing day. I just want to start off by thanking my sister, Samantha Fordry-Jeffries, for standing up there in my place today. I want you to know what it feels like, Sam, because I have no doubt you'll be up there in years to come too. And I'm really proud to be working with you. It makes my voice shake just saying it. So, standing up here, being recognised as number 2 in the UK is just the most amazing feeling ever. And I have to say, I never ever dreamt it would happen. I can't be here with you today because one of my big dreams was to be able to take my kids skiing. So that was a huge why for me when I started with Forever, because I'd been skiing every year since I was 2 years old, and I wanted to do the same for my children. So 3 years ago, I took them for the first time, and I have to say it was one of my proudest moments. Another big driving force has been putting my kids into private school, and both Will and Rosie started in private school in September of this year. So the reason I'm saying that is it's school holidays now. We only get 1 week when I can take them away, and today's the day, so I'm actually winging my way to the Alps to go skiing in Les Arcs for a week with my children and my partner and some friends. So sorry I can't be with you. So a little bit about me for those of you that don't know me. My background's actually in marketing. I was made redundant twice. I actually had a speed dating company and I got bought out by a London-based agency, and they then took me on as their Midlands regional manager and made me redundant a little while later. I was then at home 2 years later with a family. So Will was 2 and Rosie was just 5 months old when I finally looked at the business opportunity. So my mum, Jan Whittaker, had been with Forever for about 10 years by that point, and she'd been trying to get me to look at it for ages. I was stubborn, I wouldn't look, and finally I decided to. She wound me down and I met up with Jane Leach for a one-to-one. And I saw something that could work flexibly around my children. I'd lost my confidence massively because I'd been at home, out of work and being mum really, and I'd forgotten that I could do something else. And all those years mum had been saying, Nat, you'd be really good at it. So I sat down with Jane and I just saw something that would enable me to be mum at home, to be able to prioritise my children, because I didn't want to put them into nursery school. I wanted to be able to take them to school myself, pick them up and have, you know, the school holidays with them. So initially it was really just £300–400 a month that I saw. 2 years after starting my business, I split up with my husband and my whole world changed. And I decided if it was going to be, then it was up to me. So I wanted an amazing life for my kids, so I knew I had to work to provide that. And along the way, as I said, I've set goals from wanting to take them skiing because that's what my parents did for me, and then putting them into private school. And that's what I did this year. And it was a massive commitment to take, and it really frightened me thinking I'd be doing this for another 12 years for 2 children on my own as a single parent. So I think this year I've worked harder than ever, and the result has come today to be number 2 in the UK. But what I will say, it's not just down to that last 12 months of work, it's really down to the last 5 years that I haven't stopped touching my business every single day. And it's really the compound effect that gets us to where we are today. The first 2 years I was just playing at the business, I was just retailing a bit. So it is really 5 years of hard work. And I can remember John Curtis saying to me a few years ago, Nat, if you work this business hard for 5 years, you'll never ever have to work again. And what can I say? It's true. You know, I could stop now and still have an amazing lifestyle and still be able to provide for my children, and of course provide them with an amazing inheritance as well with the royalty income. So, you know, I'm really proud to be here. But what I also want to say is it's not about me, it's about my team, and I have, I think, the most unique team in Forever. Some amazing leaders. We're all pretty much of the same sort of age. In fact, I think maybe I'm one of the oldest. So they're all much younger than me, a lot of them, you know, from our youngest manager at just 20 years old. So it's incredible what we've created. And last year there wasn't one of us in the top 10. And this year, you know, I'm here with 3 of the team. One of them being my mother. I don't know what position you are, Mum, but you know, this is just amazing to be up here with you. And it just shows that your business, it's not just about me, it's the other leaders that you've developed as well, in Zoe Blenkhorn's leg and Maria Putnam's. And I'm so proud to be with you, Mum, and so grateful that you kept on talking to me. And of course, Claire Spencer, she's up here as well. She's absolutely rocketed this year with her team, and you know, to come out of the blue, not being in the top 10 at all, or maybe not even in the top 20 last year, I'm not quite sure, to be flying straight in is just incredible. So really it's about us all working together, and I know next year there's going to be a lot more faces from my team within the top 10 as well. You know, for so many people, I don't want to mention everybody because I don't want to risk missing someone out, but I've got 7 frontline managers that are all exceptional and building fantastic businesses, and we've developed managers as well that are building really deep businesses too. So within the team we've already got 4 soaring managers, so myself, Tina Gillis, Claire Spencer, Ange Loughran, and I know there's going to be more coming through. We've had the amazing Juliana Woods, who's had the biggest growth in the whole of the company last year, and I'm so proud of you, Jules. I know Faye Daly has been recognised today as well for being in the top 3 of the Open Business. Again, Faye, I don't know where you are, but you are just exceptional, and the lives that everyone's changing is just incredible. We've also got Claire Spencer for the most people recruited and also the most managers this year. Again, you know, it's no wonder that you're up here in the top 10. And, you know, there's a number of people that I also want to mention, like Tina Gillis, who's been a rock to me throughout the years, and again she's building an exceptional business within Forever, and it's people like you and others within the team that have made all of this possible, because together we create so much energy, and that energy moves the business forward. So if you're here new today and you're looking at Forever for the first time, then you know, it's incredible what you can achieve in just 5 years of hard work. We've got over 8-9 people in the team now on 6-figure incomes, and many of those have done it in, well, all of them have done it in less time than me, you know, 4 years and less. So just decide where you want to be a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, and put that activity in daily, and literally anything is possible. It's made me realise by setting goals that no matter what goal you set, if you were clear that you want it and you've got focus and you have a vision that just goes one way, then anybody can achieve it. A couple of thank yous. Obviously to my mum, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, Mum. Oh, it makes me tearful just saying it. Thank you. And also to my amazing mentors, Jane Leach and John Curtis. You know, you believed in me before I ever believed in myself. You're always there for me 100%. Fantastic friends, and just amazing leaders. I'm so blessed to be in the QLS group, and you can look at the stage today at just what you have created. So thank you to you. Also to Dr. Atherton, who's also one of my uplines and an amazing support to me as well. To the head office staff for being there, putting everything together, making our business easy for us, especially to Sarah Isaac, who goes unmentioned a lot, but she's a rock to me and always there. Nothing is too much trouble. So thank you, Sarah. And of course to America, thank you for giving us this opportunity, for giving us the incentives for us to aim for, and making all of this possible. So I'm just going to leave you now and get back to my skiing, because hopefully I'll be collecting my ski boots, collecting my skis, getting the kids booked into their ski school, and having a fantastic week. The last people to thank are, of course, my family. Will and Roe are the wind beneath my wings. They make all of this possible because they give me such a huge emotional drive that I want to provide for them, and I want them to grow up and say, wow, Mum, you did this for us. I've had to make some huge sacrifices along the way for them. Being a single mum, I had no family around me, so I've had to rely on babysitters to make this happen, and I've had to give up putting them to bed every single night. So 3 to 4 nights a week for the past 5 years, you know, they've been put to bed by a babysitter. I said to them this year, Mum is not going to work so hard anymore. And they went, no, Mummy, you have to. I said, why? And they said, because we still want to go on all of these holidays. So they value everything that Forever is giving to us as a family. And, you know, kids seeing you work hard, it's a great thing to show them, because you get what you work for in the end. And finally, I just want to thank my partner, Gladstone. You know, there's no surprise that my business has grown so much in the last year when I've found some happiness and I've got someone by my side who's believing in me, being there for me and helping me at home as well. You're going to see Glad building his business as well, because as an ex-cricketer, he's got no pension set up, so Forever is also going to provide him with that pension style income and an income to hand on to his children as well. So thank you for your time, everyone. Have an amazing day, and here's to you, John and Jane, #1, leading the way. Thanks very much.